What up, crypto lovers and enthusiasts? Happy day today. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Monday starting off red. This weekend was also red. We're going to take a look at the charts. We're going to take a look at some interesting plays right now because the market has dropped, but we are only 2 days away from that first rate cut, and now it seems that instead of 25 basis points, it could be 50 basis points. And so we're going to discuss all that. And so without further ado, let's do this. Okay, so the bad part, okay? So when we're seeing this rise, I was hoping that we would get past the 61. I said the first area of resistance would be 61,200, right? I was hoping that we would get past it, and ideally, I wanted to see it above here. I wanted to make a higher high, but instead, it seems that we made a lower high. You see that from here? From here, and then here. You can see that lower, and same thing except for right here. So this is kind of interesting. It isn't really a lower low compared to this one, okay? And this was actually a higher low, and this became a lower low. So we'll see. Right now, Bitcoin is playing with the 58,164. Okay, it could be that we just come back because again, 2 days from now there will be that rate cut, and right now it seems like we might even get a 50 basis point cut. The first 50 basis point cut, the first cut in 4 years, guys, since the Fed started raising interest rates. So that's going to be bullish for the markets. Guys. It's just a couple of days away. So maybe this is a little bit of manipulation. The market makers, whales, just playing their game, doing what they have to liquidate longs and shorts, right? To liquidate leverage players, and just cause a little bit of fear in the markets, manipulate things, maybe get some good entry points. And that's really what it is, right? An opportunity for you guys, all right? An opportunity for anyone that's looking to still get into this market, all right? Look at DXY, dropped right below this line again. Interesting, right? Because interest rates are going to cut. It's bad for the dollar, right? Also, things that I do look at and that are bullish, right? The Dow Jones, it's looking green. The NASDAQ has dropped a little bit, but I mean, still, hopefully this wasn't a peak, and this was also a lower high. But we'll see. Hopefully, it kind of just hangs out around here. The S&P 500, just a little bit of red today. So nothing too major. Again, the market I think is just kind of waiting these next couple of days. I don't coming back to Bitcoin. I don't see us dropping all the way down to 52 or 53,000. Although it's possible. It'll be interesting to see if we can close today's body above 58,164, which would be ideally bullish. To me, that would be the most ideal thing. At least that it closed above that. This was last week, a nice green week. Okay, last week, and there were last week ETF. The inflows were positive. Let's take a look at that really quickly. CoinShares latest report reveals a dramatic turnaround of Bitcoin ETF inflows with $436 million worth of inflows at last week, 1.2 billion in outflows over the previous. After 1.2 billion in outflows over the previous 10 days, analyst James Butterfield attributes this shift to changing market sentiment regarding a potential 50 basis point interest rate cut on September 18th. Despite this positive development, Bitcoin still shows 209 million in outflows for the month of September, which has been historically a negative month, contrasting with 20.775 billion in year-to-date inflows. Short Bitcoin vehicles saw a $8.5 million outflow after weeks of inflows. Ethereum faces challenges, losing $19 million in outflows, while Solana continues to show resilience with $3.8 million in its fourth consecutive week of inflows. Additionally, blockchain technology-focused ETFs saw $105 million in inflows, driven by new ETF launches in the U.S. market. Lastly, Bitwise CIO Matt Haugen has expressed interest in meme cryptocurrency ETFs, meaning assets like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin may soon become available for mainstream investments. I want to take a look at one meme coin play, Megals, soon, but let's get back to Bitcoin. Okay, so for the week, we can see this a little better. High, lower high, lower high, all right? So we'll see. I don't know. I don't know that we lose this. I think we're going to try to get back onto at least the bottom part between of this channel, between 62,000. I'm sorry, between 61,200 and 58,164. I think it's trying to inch at least stay there in these next couple of days, but we'll see. We'll see how today closes, how today shakes out, but nothing really major. All right, nothing that makes me say, oh man, things are looking horrible. It's just a red day, maybe a little bit of manipulation. And manipulation, best believe manipulation happens in this market, guys. How's the month looking? Let's take a look really quickly in the month. That's the week. Again, we only have to get above 60,000 for it to be a positive month, guys. Actually, 59,000 change, 59,100. So I mean, we hit 60,000, then we are in a positive month of September, which not a lot of people thought we would be. Interesting. Let's see if we kind of hang out here. But I do expect maybe a sell news event, right? Once the first interest rate cut happens. But if it's a 50 basis point one, I could see us having a green September, to be honest. Trying to push back above here, maybe even getting back up to 64,900 and closing with a nice green September, which I think would be great for October, November, December, which I think will be much higher. All right, so that nothing really has changed. It's just a red day. Take advantage of it if you can. If you have capital, I would love to have some capital to put in, man. I would love to have some capital put in. I don't know that we drop too much lower. We'll see. But again, it's just buying opportunities. We've been here before. We've been holding relatively strong. We don't really want to lose this area, right? I don't think we go down to the 50s though, guys. I really don't. All right, especially with the way the Nasdaq, S&P 500, and Dow Jones have been doing, especially since the dollar is dropping, especially since interest rates are coming. Just we're heading into the most bullish parts of the year. Okay, we are in a bull market. We really are, and we're heading into the most bullish part of the bull market, the parabolic part. Anyways, Bitcoin dominance. I mentioned we were going to break right above here at some point. We did. Now we're giving back a couple of gains here. This happened on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and now giving a little bit of gains back. But I think we are going to continue to move upwards, guys, and that's positive. We want that to happen. Others, strong rejection off of the 200 million mark, 200 billion mark. Okay, so we'll see. I don't think that we come back down here. I think maybe we do something like this here. Boom, 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 boom. Before eventually breaking on to the other side. All right, let's take a look at some altcoins because that's really where the money is made. Rio, right after this little breakout, coming back down here, testing this. The closer we get to this line, especially below it, but if we're on it, it would be a great time to buy. I would love to buy a little bit of Rio here. Rio is going to do extremely well. Rio is Israeli Network RWA play. Miggles is one. After this drop this morning to 0.01699, it's actually coming back up to 0.018. Let's see though. I think maybe it can come back down here and test 0.015. Hopefully it keeps it. Hopefully it does keep it. Okay, it would be nice to see that. While we were going up, we didn't even touch 0.01, 0.028 or 0.033. So it shows a little bit of a weakness there. But I mean, if you're still looking to get into this project right now, it'd be a great time to buy. Although, if we can't keep this as support, I can see us definitely dropping 0.013, maybe even lower, 0.011 or something like that. Maybe. I'm not saying that would be like my high probabilities, how I see it, but I mean, anything is possible. It is possible, but fundamentally, and I know there are no fundamentals for memes, but just the way the team, how strong the team is, the things that they're doing, this thing is going to be a blue chip meme coin. Okay, when they do like a meme coin ETFs, Mr. Miggles is going to be a blue chip and is going to be considered one of for those meme coin ETF guys. So just keep that in mind. Super low market cap right now. I think it's like 16 million right now. It's been a lot higher, obviously. So this is definitely one I would be buying right now if I had some capital. Obviously, don't put it all in at once. You nibble. I say nibble. Like, say you have $1,000. Okay, you break it up 10 times and you buy $100 at a time. It could be $100 every couple hours. It could be $100 every couple of days or every day, depending on how you watch the markets, how you set it up, a week, however long time interval you want. But just don't do it all at once. Okay, it's much better and smarter to just nibble in. DCA, dollar cost averaging. Okay. Creo is showing a lot of strength, guys. Okay, it's still on its way to 8 cents, I think, for sure. 9 cents, maybe even a little higher. But I mean, the way this inverse head and shoulders is playing out, it's playing out as it should. That's definitely one to watch. Soon versus another one that I like, and we're below this triangle, but we've been here before. I don't know if we lose it. Do we come back down here? It's quite possible. This was caused by like whale selling and such a small cap, right? That that does affect it, but buying opportunity on a great project as well. Creo definitely looking strong, but I would right now I would put money on stuff that I thought had the best chances, and to me that would be, again, Rio, especially right now. Great price after this nice pump, giving back some gains. But if we can hold this, we'll be really strong. And eventually, as I've mentioned, you know, when it touches this line, it tends to bounce up pretty high. Okay, all right, as you can see right there. All right, so let's see if that trend can continue. Depends on what the rest of the market does, but that's what I would be looking at. Also be looking at this one too. Look how strong Sin has been after a huge drop, right back to pretty much all-time lows, and now it's a nice stair step on the way up. Little sideways consolidation, but I think eventually it's going to keep moving up, and eventually this thing is going to go parabolic. Tectum. Intriguing play. We lost right now $8.73. Do we come back down here again? I don't know, but if it did, I would. If I hadn't had, you know, if you have patience and it does come down here again, I'd be interested. I'd definitely be interested. Another one that I like, and it's showing strength recently, Weco. This is a real world asset play. Low cap. I just like low caps, guys. That's where you make a lot of money. There's a lot of volatility, but volatility can work for you or against you. Interesting area, right? Has made a nice V-shaped recovery. I'd be buying in this area. Dynex is one that I've mentioned to you, and hopefully it holds on to this. DNX, 31 cents. Hopefully it holds on to 31 cents. What else do I want to mention? Okay. GLQ, I thought maybe was potentially breaking out. Nope. Came back down. Nothing but a slight above this line, and I come back down. So let's see. I'd be nibbling. Let's see how low it goes. But eventually, once it breaks through here, guys, I think it should start moving up. More people are bullish on this project. I'm all right on this project. Prop base dropping right now. Okay, let's see what happens here. Interesting project, a real world asset play, and I like the chart. It's a new project. I like newer projects because they have no history, and those perform well generally during the bull market. And that's all I'm really looking for is to perform well during the bull market. Let's go. Oh, let's look at quickly gold, because gold just keeps on moving up, all-time highs. Interesting. Something to keep an eye on. There usually was a correlation between gold and Bitcoin, but so far that correlation has become inverse as of now. Who knows if it comes back or not, but something to keep an eye on, guys. But overall, not bad. 57,841. You say, how not bad if we're at 57,841? Well, if you look at things in its totality, guys, and if this is in fact a massive cup and handle, that cup and handle says, as I mentioned in the previous video, the top of this box, which is 250, 260 really, and so things aren't that bad. All right, if you zoom out and you take a look at it that way, things aren't that bad. We're still at the top of this area right here, and it's always been a struggle. With previous all-time highs for Bitcoin, but eventually it does break through, and when it breaks through, it starts going really parabolic, guys. All right, so that's why things aren't that bad. Let's see what the rest of this week brings. Rate cuts are just around the corner, 2 days away. Let's see what happens there. Could be a sell the news event, but I am maybe in the short term, I'm not sure, but I think medium term, towards the end of this year, last 3 months of this year and into 2025, I am extremely bullish. Make no mistakes about it. So make sure that you do the necessary, position yourself correctly. All right, we'll leave it there. If you can, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. I'm trying to grow this channel. All this stuff really does help. I got great alpha, so just keep on tuning back, man. I'll let you know what's going on in these markets as best I can. All right, thank you guys. Have a good one. See you tomorrow. Peace.